What's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Young, 702, checking in. Uh, man, I'm slightly depressed. Recent news in my life. I just found out that Barack Obama is apparently the Negro fairy godfather to all black people. I didn't know this. And apparently I also didn't know that the rules to having a fairy godfather meant that you couldn't criticize him. I didn't know this either. So I disagree with the president on a couple things, and I broke these Negro fairy godfathers rules, and now my black friends hate me. It's not fair. I didn't know. I want your guys' forgiveness. I didn't know that following the president meant that I had to agree with everything he did. I didn't know. And I didn't know that if I disagree with anything he did, that would make me a hater. I didn't know that either. I'm sorry. Please, guys, forgive me. Please. I want to be a black person again. You guys kicked me out of the race. Like, I want to be black again. Like, I don't know how to be an Uncle Tom. I don't even know what an Uncle Tom is. I've been a regular old nigga my whole life. What's an Uncle Tom? How does that work? Please, black people, let me back in. I won't disagree again, even if it makes perfectly good sense. I won't say nothing. I promise. Just let me be black again. Please, I don't even know what the hell a step infection is. Please. I can't take it. Okay, for real. Let's get down to business. That was joking, but all joking aside, okay? I disagree with Barack Obama a lot. And anytime I disagree with Barack Obama in an open forum and there's another black person present, I always get the shh, don't say nothing. The white man is listening. Or something. Hey, don't let them folks know that the we's divided. We's gotta agree on everything. Or the master gonna think he can come get us. I don't know what the hell these niggas is thinking. But for real, like, it's okay to disagree. Dang, this video gonna be choppy, but forgive me. But it's okay to disagree with anything that anyone is doing. It's really okay to disagree with your friends. You're supposed to disagree with your friends sometimes. The Bible says that iron sharpeneth iron as a man strengthens the countenance of his brother. Iron sharpens iron by banging against it. Iron don't sharpen iron by correcting it. That doesn't work. Things don't get sharp like that. That has sometimes be frictional contact. That's how iron sharpens iron. And I think that to be, you know what I'm saying, in alliance with anybody, sometimes you're going to have to come to agreements, which means that he's going to say go 10 degrees left and you're going to say go 10 degrees right. And y'all going to have to come to a conclusion. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't make you a hater to be black and not want freaking all your gun rights taken away. It doesn't make you a Obama hater to be black and not exactly like freaking the Obamacare. And it definitely doesn't make you stupid to be black and think something is wrong with drone strikes. I use those three because those are the three I have an issue with. Now I'm going to expand on why I have an issue with them so that all the Negroes can see why I say this. Obamacare. Obamacare is a good idea, okay? All of our good democratic countries have done so. I believe that England has a countrywide medical thing. Canada does, and Australia definitely does. But then again, Australia has like 55% tax rates or something like that. A house is free in Australia, I believe, or some crazy crap like that. Everything is given to you by the government. All you gotta do is buy shoes. But and that's exaggeratory. Don't take that as fact. People sometimes say Take things I say sarcastic as fact. But I think that's a positive thing. But in none of these countries is there a corporation playing liaison, pimping money out of the government and out of the people in the middle. None of those other countries. And that's the problem with America. The reason I don't like Obamacare is because I have to go through a corporation. You're forcing me to pay a corporation. The government is forcing a private entity, me, to pay a private entity, a corporation, some money. And if I don't pay this private entity some money, I get taxed for it. DA space FUQ question mark. That's what y'all do on the internet. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Even though it's beneficial, we can do that without the middleman. We had a problem with George Bush's corporation mongering, whatever you want to call it. He had a lot of corporate friends. Halliburton, the corporate friends who got us in the war in the first place that we ended up hating George Bush for. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So we can't destroy George Bush and put Buck Fush signs up and then Barack Obama do it. I mean, nothing. So I would really support Obamacare, and I have no choice because it's already in there, but I would have been even more supportive of it if he figured out a way to get rid of the middleman. And I have a right to say that. Gun control. Thing number 2. Negroes really hate it when I have a problem with gun control. I don't know why. Anytime a mass shooting happens is the only time that we hear something about gun control. If you want to fight for gun control, do it when everybody's level-headed. He should have been done it. Why did he wait until Aurora, Colorado? Why did we wait until Connecticut, Sandy Hook? Why did we wait until then? Because it was emotion pimping, okay? It was emotion pimping, straight up. And they say disarm this and disarm that. At the exact same time this is going on, under the guise of the Obama administration, Fast and Furious happens. They send a whole bunch of AR-15s or something like that to Mexico. Those AR-15s get tracked right back on American soil. And everybody's like, how was this possible? I don't know. If you can sneak a freaking freighter with 100 metric tons of coke in it across the border, why can't an AK-47 be nestled in there? So now what we find out is that the gun war is also fueled by the drug war. So if you want to take my gun away, stop the drugs. You won't stop the drugs because that's actually a whole nother subject. But you see my point? Now, with this whole gun thing, there's a freaking video on YouTube. It's a gang documentary about a gang in San Diego. I forgot the name of it. When I figure it out, I'll put it in the descriptions of this video. This gang in San Diego was connected with a drug cartel in Mexico. The drug cartel was trained by terrorists. The terrorists taught the drug cartel how to use assault rifles the same way the military does. Then the drug cartel taught the gangbangers. Then the gangbangers use it on each other in America and use it on people in America. Oh my God. And you wonder why I want my guns. But me, on the other hand, in order for me even to get a fully automatic assault rifle post-ban, I got to jump through hoops and pay thousands of dollars. What the average person is not going to do. So any gun that they had in the first place that was fully automatic, 99.9% of the chance was illegal. Unless they figured out how to do that other thing with the AK where you put your thumb through the, never mind, I ain't going to tell you that. But so you're only affecting the rights of the people who already have guns. And then, well, we don't want them making guns. If they sneaking them across the border, all the gun makers going to do is go to Mexico. They still don't get snuck across the border. That's not going to affect it either. The point is the argument was stupid, period. But we all supported Barack Obama, and I was a hater for not saying nothing. Drone strikes was my third one. That one was the most recently. Okay, watching CNN yesterday, they said we bombed Yemen 6 times with drones. Killed 29 people, 2 of them were terrorists. 27 people to 2 is not a good number. That collateral damage is way too high. That's somewhere around 1,400%. Okay? That's way too high. That means that literally 14 times the amount of people who were in the situation were killed than people who needed to be killed. That's not good. Okay? That's drive-by stuff. We saw their neighborhood, hit a whole bunch of women and kids, but we did get that one dude. Who does that make sense to? That's the same way. But hey, no troops are getting hurt. But then again, that's what Gangbangers said. When we shooting out of cars, our homeboys ain't getting hurt. Who cares if we kill a couple of enemy babies? They was gonna grow up to be enemies anyway. It's the same thing the enemies, but that's the same thing Gangbangers were saying. So if we criticize Gangbangers for doing that crap, we criticize ourselves. Funny thing, the police call Gangbangers urban terrorists. So what does this whole drone bombing thing make us? Urban terrorists. Why do we hate Al Qaeda for the bombing of September 11th in the first place? Because they killed 3,000 innocent people to send a message to George Bush. So we killed 27 innocent people to kill 2 that we really wanted to kill to send a message to whoever's in charge of Al Qaeda now. It's the same concept. It may be on a smaller scale, but it's the same concept. Now we're breaking our own rules. Now we two-faced. And this is all under the Obama regime. You can't use the, he's doing the best he can, or he's still working out policies from George Bush. No, because that happened in the first election. What we seeing now, I guarantee you in the first 18 months, he can say, give me a list of everything George Bush changed. A packet this thick probably going to come back of all the laws George Bush changed. He going to divide it out between all his cabinet members. Do we want to change that? Yes, we do. Within 18 months, he's gone through that whole packet, changed everything back. And then what we see from the rest of the time he's in office is the residual of the changes he's already made. Period. So now when it's his second term, we see the residual of the changes from his first term. You want an example of that? Drone bombs. Bush experimented with drone bombs. Obama gets in office. Obama really researches drone bombs and really advances drone bomb technology, drone technology, everything else, right? So now that was on his first term. In his second term, we see the residual from his first term. And that's a far increased instances of drone attacks. Now he thinks his mission accomplished, and he's saying, I'm going to scale back now. Yeah, right. You're going to scale back because you got all your targets. If it was more Al-Qaeda for him to kill, he would kill them. If it was more people that were watching, they wouldn't be. He's just done for now. When this new level of Al-Qaeda comes up with these Iranians that we supplying, we're going to start all over again. Watch. The Iranians and the whole arming the rebels, that's my next video, because that's crazy. And that's some serious Obama criticizing. But I'm already at 13 minutes. Mr. Young, 702. This is my time. Peace up. A-Town down, I guess, even though I'm not in Atlanta. If you write, comment, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Peace.